You are really brave because you started 10 hours ago or something. So I understand all your activities are very interesting, also workshops. It's very good that we just have possibility to discuss such a fundamental question like ethics in business. Just now during our difficulties in the European Union. And I am very glad that some members of our society today are also from outside of the European Union. Very encouraging, because we wanted to signal you that we are improving ourselves and we are trying to do the best. Let me start from the personal remark, because really my personal attitude to the relations between business and the rest of the society, let's say, was shaped originally in the times of solidarity trade union in my country, in the 1980 and 81. And there were altogether 10 million citizens of my country as members of solidarity trade union. And you, of course, represented the society. And on the opposite side was a, let's say, communist state employer representing business community. Very unusual situation. And all of us together in the big ocean of communism, surrounded by big ocean of communism and creating independent free trade union. And we had to fulfill all the expectations of our members of trade union. I mean, social requirements, for example, expectation, as trade union. And on the other hand, the community, drawing from trust and building on it. Money does not serve only to multiply money, but to fully realize other values, meeting the needs, giving sense of one's dignity. It also serves social and existential values. It is not about some noble, selfless altruism. It is about realizing that in the long run, business is also about moral, existential, social, spiritual values. That was Aristotle, so many years ago. And is everything valid? Everything is, should be on the table, and we should remind ourselves each day such a tremendous citation. Finally, and now is point number 4, now without reference to classical works. There is no alternative but to reinforce the moral and social standards in the economic and political life, as well as on the financial markets. Disregarding those standards and values would be a catastrophe, as we see around. The perspective of a catastrophe should make us beware of such issues as dishonesty, human greed, and ineffective control. The world economy is a set of communicating vessels, just as business relations are connected with other social activities. Things don't happen in the nothingness. Fraud, dishonesty, disregard for public interests have an impact not only on the victims, but also on those who practice them. We cannot rely exclusively on appeals, calls, declarations, unfortunately. We need constant education in this domain. We also need effective control. Education and control. So let me say once again, what is important is education, our concern for macro-ethical standards, those applied on the world scale, and micro-ethical standards as well, those applied to individual businesses. We also need external control. Here the primary role rests with national and supranational institutions. We are just in the European Union. We must build our life, our activities on all three pillars. Ethics, connected to, as I said, in 4 points. Education, you are doing something like that here in this seminar. And control. Only then we will avoid the catastrophe caused by human greed, and we will succeed in making business a game with rules and not a jungle with monsters. And let me go for really 1 minute to the beginning of my speech, because at the beginning I had a personal reflection. Solidarity for me is the greatest value of special importance in each community. This is the reason why solidarity is so much important, because I experience it in my country. In Poland, solidarity is still not only a name of a trade union, but is also a sort of historic experience of the individual. Well, we are not the saints, but still we remember many, many things. Let me explain you what does it mean. It is a will of acting together in order to defend certain values, businesses or principles, and not taking care about my own interests. The first interest is the interest of community. The will which is above the individual character. It creates communities beyond divisions of class, nationality, and even above particular beliefs. Solidarity is a kind of special connection between people who unite and mobilize to rescue something very important, a community and its good. Both Poland and Europe have survived crises, poverty times, oppressions, and wars. They survived not because of a robust economy or wealth. That was helpful. But I believe, first of all, because of solidarity built on faith in common good, a belief that it is worth to be protected. And I'm quite sure that it's still valid. Thank you very much.